Welcome to Idaho Fishing Game's Hook and Bulletin podcast, your weekly news roundup of hunting, fishing, trapping, and conservation stories from around the Gem State. Hosted by Fishing Game's Public Information Specialist, Connor J. Lease.
And welcome back to Idaho Fishing Game's Hook and Bulletin podcast. Whole bunch of stories and news to go over today as we get ready for one of the hottest weekends of the year, metaphorically speaking, Free Fishing Day in Idaho. This week on the Hook and Bulletin, we'll be talking about a few of those upcoming Free Fishing Day events in your neck of the woods, how your Super Hunt dollars fund access, and a well-deserved achievement for one of our conservation officers. But first, a brand new state record fish just entered the record books last week, and no, that ain't a load of carp. Riley Farden of New Plymouth was bow fishing for carp on the Snake River when he shot an arrow that not only hit its mark, it set a new state record for grass carp. The fish he shot weighed a whopping 67.65 pounds, was 49 inches long with a 32.75-inch girth. Fishing Game segregates the carp state records by archery and rod and reel anglers. Farden's fish shattered the previous archery record by 39.5 pounds, which was also taken in the Snake River and easily eclipsed the current grass carp rod and reel record of 46.7 pounds. Coincidentally, the fish exactly matched the current common carp archery record, which also weighed 67.65 pounds on the dot. Carp are a non-game species, so archery fishing is allowed. A picture of Farden with his record catch is already making the rounds on social media and even some local news outlets. So, to see it for yourself, hit the link below to read Roger Phillips' story and to learn more about Idaho's state fish records for both certified weight and catch and release, see the Record Fish in Idaho webpage. All right, here's a quick rundown on the first Super Hunt drawing of the year. In May, Fishing Game held its first of two Super Hunt drawings, raising over $1 million for public access for hunting and fishing. Entries are being sold right now for the next drawing, and that deadline is going to be August 10th. In this first draw, half the winners were from Idaho. The rest of the hunters were from California, Nevada, Utah, Texas, Florida, Washington, Arizona, and Michigan. And crazy enough, one lucky devil put in a single entry for the Super Hunt combo, and lo and behold, won. Here's Fishing Game Marketing Director Ian Malapii, who was not the lucky winner.
It shows you can win big with a single ticket, but you can't win if you don't enter.
Two Super Hunt drawings are held annually, which gives winners the chance to hunt in an open unit in the state, both general and controlled hunts, for the species in which they drew a tag. A Super Hunt combo includes a deer, elk, moose, and pronghorn tag. Super Hunt entries cost $6 each and $20 for the Super Hunt combo. Residents and non-residents are eligible, and you don't need a hunting license to apply. To buy entries or to learn more, see the Super Hunt webpage. Now, the next deadline for the next drawing is going to be August 10th, and it includes 2 elk, 2 deer, 2 pronghorn, and 1 moose Super Hunt, as well as 1 Super Hunt combo that includes 1 tag for each species. The Super Hunt program is a pretty big win for hunting and fishing access, and here's why. The May drawing attracted 15,868 hunters who bought 145,593 entries, which raised just over $1 million for access. In the past few years, Fishing Game has used the money from Super Hunt drawings to access hundreds of thousands of acres for sportsmen and women, secure access easements for hunting and fishing on private land, and maintain trails in remote hunting areas. It's a really cool win for hunters and anglers. And if this year is any indicator, you can come out holding one of the most coveted tags in the entire state for just $20. For more on this story, check out Roger Phillips' press release or hit the link below to check out our Super Hunt webpage. Okay, for this next story, we're heading down to the Magic Valley region where one of our conservation officers was honored as Idaho's 2024 Shikar-Safari Club International Wildlife Officer of the Year. Back during our last Fish and Game Commission meeting, Senior Conservation Officer Meghan Roos, serving the Magic Valley region in the Jerome Gooding Patrol area, was honored as Idaho's 2024 Shikar-Safari Club International Wildlife Officer of the Year. This award recognizes Officer Roos for her exceptional dedication to wildlife conservation and her commitment to the people and wildlife in Idaho. Shikar-Safari Club International is a conservation-based organization that presents annual awards to wildlife law enforcement officers in all states, provinces, and territories in the United States and Canada. The award honors a state officer each year whose efforts show exemplary performance and achievement among sworn conservation law enforcement personnel. With 18 years of service, Officer Roos exemplifies the highest standards of wildlife stewardship and public service. Known for her meticulous approach to complex cases, Officer Roos consistently demonstrates grace, resilience, and unwavering dedication to protecting Idaho's wildlife. She is always willing to step in and assist where needed, whether answering public inquiries, covering vacant patrol areas, or aiding fellow officers with search warrants. Quote, Officer Roos is a shining example of professionalism, integrity, and passion for conservation. This award is more than a recognition of her hard work. It reflects the profound and lasting difference she has made for Idaho's wildlife, communities, and her fellow employees, said Regional Conservation Officer Clint Rogers. Officer Roos appreciates being a part of an agency that provides outdoor recreation opportunities and conserves wildlife for future generations. Beyond her law enforcement duties, she actively contributes to other regional efforts such as relocating moose to suitable habitats to ensure public safety and animal welfare, setting bat detectors, and participating in hunter education courses to teach the next generation of hunters. Hey, on behalf of everyone here at the agency and listeners of the Hook and Bulletin, a huge congratulations to you, Officer Roos, on this prestigious and well-deserved award. All right, last up, folks, anglers all across the state are gearing up for one of the funnest unofficial holidays on the calendar.
Yeah, let's go fishing!
Free Fishing Day this year is Saturday, June 14th. This unofficial state holiday means anyone can fish without a license on any of Idaho's waters open to fishing. For those of us here at Idaho Fish and Game, it's like Christmas. All over the state, our staff put on free events to help get folks out on the water, dunking worms and wetting flies. In the Southwest region, Fish and Game staff and reservists are sponsoring 3 large events and providing everything you need for a fun day of fishing, including rods, reels, and bait. Fish and Game staff from the Nampa office will be partnering with the Southwest Idaho Resource Conservation and Development Council and the City of Meridian for a free fishing day event at Kleiner Pond in Meridian from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., which coincides with the city's celebration of Gene Kleiner Day. Staff from Fish and Game's McCall office are partnering with Lake Cascade State Park, the City of Cascade, and community partners for a free fishing day event at Fisher Pond from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will include free burgers and hot dogs provided by Kendall Auto Idaho and a raffle with items provided by Tackle Toms and J&H Sales and Marine. Fish and Game reservists are partnering with the City of Mountain Home to host a free fishing day event at Legacy Park Pond from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., which will include fun prizes, food, and water. To help celebrate the day down in the Southeast region, there will be 2 free fishing day events. Down in Pocatello, anglers can head over to Edson Victor Pond to cast some lures at the 3-acre urban fishery. This event runs 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and will offer a free hot dog lunch. Drawings for prizes and other giveaway items will be part of the fun, too. And at the Grace Hatchery, anglers 14 and younger only can come wet a line and keep up to 2 fish. The event runs 9 to 1 as well and also includes drawings for prizes. Up in the salmon region, there will be shindigs happening at Kids Creek Pond in Salmon and Blue Mountains Kids Pond in Chalice, where prizes for the biggest fish caught in 4 separate age categories will be handed out. Both events are free and are designed for youth 16 years old and younger, and since fishing equipment is limited, kids are encouraged to bring their own rod and reel if possible. But don't worry, Fish and Game will provide the bait. And next door in the Upper Snake region, families can go sniff out Jim Moore Pond and Trail Creek Pond, where catch rates are high and access is plentiful. Jim Moore Pond's got yellow perch and some rainbows and catfish. Trail Creek is about 2 miles southeast of Victor near the Wyoming border, and according to Regional Communications Manager James Brower, is quite scenic. So go check it out. So wherever you are in Idaho, come out and enjoy a fun day on the water with Idaho Fish and Game. For a full list of free fishing day events, hit the link below in the description. That's it for major stories this week. Let's hit the rapid fire bulletin. Idaho Fish and Game closed adult Chinook salmon fishing on the lower Salmon River on Monday, June 9th. Additionally, portions of the Clearwater River Basin are set to close at the end of fishing hours this Friday, June 13th. Chinook fishing along the Little Salmon River will remain open 4 days per week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Clearwater closure is for the portion of the main stem Clearwater River from Cherry Lane Bridge to Orofino Bridge and the North Fork Clearwater River. Check out the Chinook salmon seasons and rules page to check the status of all Idaho Chinook salmon fisheries. Seasons can change quickly, so be sure to check the most current reports and restrictions before you head out. This year, June 16th through June 22nd marks National Pollinator Week. The Portneuf Pollinator Partnership, composed of various community organizations, will be celebrating pollinators during that week with free public events, culminating with a special event at Idaho Fish and Game's Edson Fichter Nature Area. For more information about any of the pollinator activities and events listed, please contact Friends of Edson Fichter Nature at friendsofna@gmail.com or the Portneuf Pollinator Partnership at portneuf.pollinator.partnership@gmail.com. And speaking of Edson Fichter, did you know that nearly 100 species of birds call the nature area home? If you're curious to learn more about our local feathered friends and spot some in the wild, now is your chance. The newly formed Friends of the Edson Fichter Nature Area invites you to explore the wonders of birding at the nature area on the 1st and 3rd Saturdays of June, July, and August. Each birding walk will be guided by knowledgeable birders from this area who can help you spot and identify the many species that call Southeast Idaho home. Whether you're a seasoned birder or just starting out, everyone is welcome. However, in order to ensure the best learning experience for everyone, participants are asked to please pay attention to the age requirements for each birding event and please leave your dogs at home. To learn more about the Friends of the Edson Fichter Nature Area, or if you want to become a member yourself, check out Jenny Jackson's press release, link in the description. Whew, got through that one pretty quick, folks. No question of the week this week, but if you're curious about something, that mailbox is always open. I check it every single day, so write in. That's all the news we have, though, for this week. Thanks for putting an ear to Idaho Fish and Game's Hook and Bulletin. If there's something on your mind, or if you got a question related to Fish and Game matters, feel free, drop us a line at podcast@idfg.idaho.gov. Again, that's podcast@idfg.idaho.gov. Thank you so much for listening, folks. We'll catch you next week.